fighter jets and warships have simulated strikes on Taiwan.
China's President Xi Jinping says complete unification with Taiwan is, quote, inevitable.
实现祖国完全统一是民心所向，时代潮流，历史必然，是任何势力都阻挡不了的。
During this year's Balikatan, we underscore our drive to modernize the armed forces of the Philippines, enhancing interoperability with our allies and reinforce the comprehensive archipelagic defense concept.
Imagine a domino effect spreading across the vast Indo-Pacific. The first tile to fall, Taiwan. If this vibrant democracy were to collapse, the shockwaves wouldn't just be political, they'd be seismic, reshaping the entire region's balance of power. And caught in the eye of this looming storm is the Philippines. With China's assertiveness reaching new heights, the Philippines now stands on the front lines of a growing conflict. This isn't a distant threat. It's an urgent and unfolding reality. But Manila isn't watching from the sidelines. It's acting. Military installations are being modernized, strategic alliances strengthened, and cutting-edge weaponry acquired. This isn't mere posturing. It's a fight for survival in a rapidly shifting landscape. So, what's truly at stake for the Philippines? This goes far beyond territorial disputes in the South China Sea. We're talking about the foundations of national security, the stability of the economy, and the country's role in upholding peace in the Indo-Pacific. The implications are massive, not just for the Philippines, but for the entire global order. One wrong move, one spark in this tense standoff, could change everything. This isn't just a story, it's a turning point in history. Stay with us as we uncover what Taiwan's fall could mean for the Philippines and the world, through the lens of geopolitics, military strategy, and economic survival. If Taiwan falls, what happens next? Let us dive into this chilling question. In the shifting geopolitical landscape of the Taiwan Strait, the Philippines is positioning itself as not just a bystander, but a proactive guardian of its sovereignty, regional stability, and humanitarian duty. The Philippines' strategic military buildup is grounded in a response to the numerous threats that could cascade from the conflict in Taiwan, requiring a multifaceted defense strategy. A fortified military presence on the northern Philippine coast serves as a powerful deterrent against any potential spillover aggression from China. The archipelago's geographical position places its northernmost islands, like Batanes and Itbayat, in the line of fire should Beijing escalate its campaign to assert dominance over Taiwan. Strengthening the military presence here is vital to prevent any inadvertent or deliberate incursions into Philippine territory, ensuring the integrity of its airspace, waters, and territorial zones. In a region where tensions are on a knife's edge, miscalculations are all too common, and accidental targeting of Philippine assets could escalate into a broader confrontation. A key but often overlooked component of this military buildup is the preparedness for humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, HADR. Should conflict erupt across the Taiwan Strait, the Philippines could face large-scale population displacement, with refugees potentially fleeing to the closest safe haven, the northern Philippines. As the conflict intensifies, the Philippines will need robust logistical and security capabilities to handle the inflow of displaced persons, provide shelter, food, medical supplies, and secure evacuation routes. The Philippines has learned hard lessons from past regional crises, from the 2013 Haiyan disaster to the Rohingya crisis, which have underscored the importance of quick response teams and efficient humanitarian infrastructure. Another vital aspect of the Northern defense buildup is the emphasis on maritime security and domain awareness. The Luzon Strait, a critical waterway between Taiwan and the Philippines, is expected to become a hotspot for military maneuvers, as well as illegal activities such as smuggling, unauthorized vessel movements, and disruptions to vital maritime trade routes. The Philippines, as the regional guardian of these strategic waters, has ramped up naval patrols and surveillance capabilities. By strengthening its presence in this zone, the Philippines can ensure the safety of its maritime domain and counter any illegal movements that could threaten national interests. Perhaps the most immediate concern for the Philippines is the protection of its nationals in Taiwan. With more than 200,000 Filipino workers in Taiwan, the Philippine government has the dual responsibility of ensuring their safety and providing evacuation plans should conflict break out. The complexity of such an operation cannot be understated, as the rapid and secure evacuation of Filipino nationals from various parts of Taiwan would require meticulous coordination and logistics. The military buildup isn't just about defense, it's about preparing for the unforeseen but highly likely scenario of securing Philippine nationals, with air and sea evacuation capabilities ready to swiftly move them to safety. The northern coast of the Philippines is rapidly transforming into a strategic defense fortress. Key areas like Cagayan, Ilocos Norte, and Batanes Islands are seeing massive upgrades in military infrastructure, from expanded airfields to modernized naval ports. This isn't just about reinforcing existing bases. It's a comprehensive strategy to create high-tech hubs that can launch rapid military operations and humanitarian missions. A 15% increase in defense spending reflects the government's recognition of the northern region's pivotal role, especially with tensions surrounding Taiwan. The message is clear. The Philippines is preparing to defend its territory, no matter the cost. A strong defense isn't just about having bases. It's about having the people and training to make those bases effective. The Philippines is boosting its troop presence in northern Luzon, turning it into a critical military stronghold. With joint training exercises with the United States, the focus is on enhancing readiness for everything from maritime defense to amphibious assaults. These exercises simulate real-world scenarios, ensuring that Philippine and U.S. forces can respond seamlessly in the face of regional threats. The growing military footprint in the Luzon Strait signals a heightened focus on flexibility, whether defending territorial waters or offering aid during crises like a potential Taiwan evacuation. The Philippines is enhancing its military capabilities by acquiring cutting-edge technology, including BrahMos cruise missiles, advanced radar systems, and state-of-the-art coastal defense equipment. These investments are designed to elevate the country's defensive posture and ensure that, in the event of rising tensions, it has the tools to protect its waters and vital sea lanes. With new systems already being deployed, the Philippines is bolstering its ability to track threats in real time and swiftly neutralize any potential risks. This technological leap is setting the stage for a more resilient and capable defense force. In today's high-tech world, information is power, and the Philippines is ensuring it has the best. By enhancing its intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance (ISR) systems, including UAVs and advanced radar, the Philippines is ensuring no part of its northern waters goes unmonitored. These systems allow for real-time tracking of maritime activities and potential threats, enabling the Philippines to take proactive measures before situations escalate. The shift to more robust ISR capabilities is not just about reacting to threats, but anticipating them, giving the Philippines a crucial edge in maintaining regional security. Through these bold steps, upgrading infrastructure, increasing military presence, investing in advanced technologies, and strengthening ISR, the Philippines is fortifying its northern defense line, ensuring it remains a key player in the Indo-Pacific's complex security landscape. The Philippines' northern military buildup is a strategic alignment with its existing Mutual Defense Treaty, MDT, with the United States, which remains a cornerstone of the Philippines' security framework. With tensions rising in the Taiwan Strait, the Philippines' increased military presence in northern Luzon complements the MDT's commitment to mutual defense in the face of an external attack. The MDT now takes on a more dynamic role, reinforcing the defense capabilities of both nations in the Indo-Pacific. A prime example of this strengthened partnership is the Balikatan exercises, which focus on a variety of military scenarios, including maritime defense, humanitarian assistance, and territorial integrity. The 2023 Balikatan exercises, with over 17,000 personnel from both the Philippines and the United States, simulated responses to coastal defense threats and disaster relief efforts, focusing on northern areas like Cagayan and the Luzon Strait. These joint drills demonstrate a synergistic approach to defense, ensuring that the Philippines is better equipped to protect its sovereignty, while reinforcing the security ties between the two nations. China's response to the Philippines' military buildup is likely to be a mixture of diplomatic protests and potential military posturing, given the ongoing South China Sea disputes and tensions over Taiwan.
菲律宾伙同域外国家大搞军事演习，引入和部署战略战术武器，破坏地区战略稳定。台湾问题纯属中国内政，是中国核心利益中的核心。中方坚决反对任何国家以台湾问题为借口，强化地区军事部署，挑动紧张对抗，破坏地区和平稳定。奉劝有关方面不要在台湾问题上挑衅，玩火者必自焚。
China's leadership views the Philippines' northern defense enhancements with suspicion. Beijing could interpret the northern buildup as an attempt to solidify the first island chain as a counterbalance to China's maritime ambitions. Expect Chinese diplomatic protests through official statements, condemning what it perceives as the U.S.-Philippines military alliance encircling its strategic interests. On the military front, China may ramp up naval patrols and Air Force maneuvers near Philippine territory, particularly in the Luzon Strait, where Chinese naval vessels could increase their activity. This could create an escalatory cycle of defense posturing in a region already fraught with potential flashpoints. However, the Philippines' approach aims to strike a balance between self-defense and maintaining stable relations with China, especially since the two nations are also deeply engaged in trade and economic cooperation. The Philippines will likely have to tread carefully to avoid triggering unnecessary hostilities while enhancing its security. Taiwan's response to the Philippines' military expansion is pragmatic and supportive. Given the Philippines' proximity to Taiwan, any increased military presence on the northern Philippine coast strengthens Taiwan's strategic position in case of Chinese aggression. Taiwan would likely view this buildup as a precautionary measure that helps deter Beijing's aggressive moves and secures the Indo-Pacific's maritime security. On a broader scale, the Indo-Pacific region sees these developments as a response to China's growing military assertiveness. ASEAN members, notably Vietnam and Japan, will likely view the Philippines' actions as a crucial step in counterbalancing Chinese influence in the region. Countries like Japan and Australia may offer political or military support through intelligence sharing or joint military operations, further enhancing regional stability. At the same time, these countries may hesitate to appear too confrontational, given their economic ties to China. The financial cost of the Philippines' military buildup is significant, but seen as an investment in long-term security. Recent reports suggest that defense spending has grown by 15 to 20% in the last 2 years, driven by the need for modern defense equipment and infrastructure expansion. While this has short-term economic implications, including higher government expenditures, the Philippines is positioning itself as a key player in the Indo-Pacific, with significant potential returns in terms of security and international influence. However, a potential conflict in the Taiwan Strait would have severe economic repercussions. The Philippines' economy could face supply chain disruptions, especially in sectors like agriculture, tourism, and energy. Additionally, the conflict could disrupt shipping lanes in the Luzon Strait, a vital waterway for international trade. Foreign investments could be diverted, and regional trade might slow, further impacting the Philippines' growth trajectory. Despite these risks, the Philippines' strategic military buildup aims to mitigate these potential economic disruptions by ensuring the country can maintain control over critical maritime routes, provide humanitarian relief in crisis scenarios, and stand firm in the face of external threats. The Philippines' northern military buildup is not just a matter of defense. It is a calculated move to enhance the country's strategic position in the face of growing tensions in the Taiwan Strait and South China Sea. By strengthening its alliance with the United States, responding carefully to China's reactions, and aligning with broader regional security interests, the Philippines is positioning itself as a key player in the Indo-Pacific, ready to defend its sovereignty and contribute to regional stability.
We are committed to bolstering deterrence, and there is no better way to do that than Balikatan. Through the additional deployment of Nemesis, the full battle test, and all-domain capabilities training, our combined joint force is taking our alliance to the next level.
The Philippines' military buildup, essential for national security, faces financial and logistical challenges. Expanding military infrastructure and acquiring modern defense systems demands substantial funding, which competes with critical national priorities like poverty reduction and economic development. While a 15 to 20% increase in defense spending is necessary to address evolving threats, the country must balance military investments with social needs, including healthcare and education. The Philippines must carefully navigate the balance between enhancing its defense capabilities and avoiding escalation, particularly with China. While the buildup is primarily defensive, increased military activity near sensitive areas like the South China Sea could be perceived as provocative by Beijing. Diplomatic engagement with regional actors and global powers like the US and Japan is essential to ensure the Philippines' actions are seen as a commitment to peace and stability, not militarization. Internally, there is potential pushback against increased military spending, especially if it diverts funds from social programs. Public opinion may be divided, with many citizens prioritizing poverty alleviation over defense expansion. Politically, the administration must gain support from both government factions and the public. If the buildup is seen as serving national interests, political backing will be stronger. However, if viewed as unnecessary, it could erode domestic support for future defense strategies. The Philippines' strategic military buildup faces significant challenges, from resource constraints to regional stability concerns and domestic political dynamics. Balancing defense needs with broader development goals and ensuring diplomatic clarity will be key to the success and sustainability of this defense posture in the Indo-Pacific. The Philippines' northern coast is strategically critical in the context of escalating tensions between China and Taiwan. As a key player in the first island chain, it serves as a critical vantage point for securing vital maritime routes and protecting national sovereignty against potential regional threats. The ongoing military buildup, focusing on infrastructure development, troop deployments, and advanced defense systems, is designed to enhance the country's preparedness for any spillover effects from a China-Taiwan conflict. This proactive approach aims to deter aggression, safeguard the Philippine territories, and bolster regional humanitarian efforts. Through these efforts, the Philippines demonstrates its unwavering commitment to national security and regional stability amidst an increasingly volatile Indo-Pacific landscape. In the long term, this buildup not only strengthens the country's defense posture, but also solidifies its role in shaping the future of Indo-Pacific security, ensuring that the Philippines remains a critical and resilient partner in global peace and stability.